Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Bookswagon. So, our guest is Ms. Shrishti Chaudhary, who is a writer known for stories that blend nostalgia, heart, and emotional truth. As ma'am said, she is the author of London Sweets, Once Upon a Curfew, and The Shimla Affair. And her work has also been featured in BBC Travel, National Geographic, and more. So, let's not waste any more time and let's go on air with Bookswagon, where stories meet voices. We are really glad to have you here today, ma'am.
Really, really happy to be here. And I love being at the book fair because I see so many people, all of them are here for books. And people say, oh no, books are dying, no one reads books. That's not true at all. यहाँ पे भीड़ इतनी है कि चलने की जगह नहीं है. And this makes me so happy because everyone here is for their love of reading, for books, for stories. So I'm so excited to be here.
Same here, ma'am. Ma'am, my first question would be that the mystery of secret ingredient becomes a powerful metaphor for memory, identity, and legacy. So, how did you shape this idea of a book while balancing emotion and the plot?
So yes, Lalan Sweets is a story in which there's a small town. There's a mithai shop in a small town where the laddus are made from a secret ingredient, and the story is about the quest to find that secret. And I really love this like whole idea because it's the whole book is about like family, food, and how love is given in the form of like um, relationships and what food means to you. The secret is, of course, the quest. That's how the story moves forward. And this is like, your classic love shavte chicken khurana type of story. And it is a very, very like heartwarming read. If you like the movie Jab We Met, it has the same vibes because it has like a road trip, it has a love story, it has family. It's like a proper Bollywood masala kind of story. So this is something that I've grown up watching, and that's what I like to write as well.
Ma'am, speaking about London Sweets, like it captures the charm and challenges of the 90s
Yeah.
when we read it. So, what first drew you to set the story in the time of the 90s and that particular space and time?
Yeah, so when I was a kid, I used to read books which are set in like foreign countries, and although they were nice, I could never relate with them. And I wanted to set a story in a time where I have grown up too. So in the book, I show that people are like playing Coco, they are having like, ghar pe lassi, they are going for golgappe, and these are the things that I've seen while I was growing up. So I tried to make my setting like that. I'm a 90s kid, so I made my book a 90s story. And this was very important for me because it's important for me to show what I've seen through my stories. And my book is really something that when you read, you will feel that, oh, that's so relatable. And that's the feeling that I want people to have.
Ma'am, I have a question about Once Upon a Curfew that explores the ambience of Delhi during a challenging moment.
Mhm.
So, how does the experience of writing about place differs from writing, personal quests like London Sweets?
Right.
How does that differ?
So yeah, my first book is Once Upon a Curfew. It's set in Delhi, but it's set in the Delhi of 1970s, which has gone by. Even if you see the book cover, it shows the Delhi of 70s, and it was a similar experience because the Delhi of 70s is not there anymore, right? So I was like kind of recreating a city which doesn't exist anymore. And it was exciting. I love to write about the past. I love to write about like places which are full of nostalgia. And yeah, I try to do that. And I've enjoyed writing every book. I use a lot of like Bollywood references in my stories, and because the first book is set in the 70s, so it has like a lot of like 70s films in it. The next book is set in the 90s, so it has like all the Shah Rukh Khan references in it. And yeah, it was a really good experience.
Ma'am, London Sweets has resonated with the readers for its warmth,
Yeah.
okay, and nostalgia as well. So, what do you hope that readers took away the most from this book, like about family, discovery, and belonging? What did you explain?
I think the biggest takeaway from Lalan Sweets is like never give up on your dreams. So Tara is the main character in Lalan Sweets, and it is her dream to kind of like run Lalan Sweets, and she will do whatever it takes to follow her dream. So this is something that people find very inspiring. At the same time, the main lesson of the book is what you're trying to look for, you always had. What you're trying to seek is always already in your home. You have that. So it has a very homey, warm feeling, and this is kind of something that relates with all the readers, and this is something that they kind of appreciate about it.
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, well, my last question would be like your writings have been featured in BBC as well as National Geographic. So, how does your non-fiction writing, like what role does your non-fiction writing play in shaping your fiction voice?
So I think it's very important to experience the world. I love to be outside. I love to meet people. I love to talk to different people. Now that I'm here, I met so many people since the morning. And that I think is kind of like my input. And I take all of that in. And then when I go back home, I'm able to write it all out. And that becomes my output. And I think like the non-fictional world, which is the world around us, is always a source of inspiration that you use for your fictional world. And this is how it works. You write stories based on what you have experienced in life, and both are equally important. So, I think as a writer, you need to have a good mix of both in your life. You need to want to experience life, and at the same time, you also want to process what you have experienced and write it all down. So non-fictional world and a fictional world, you're always trying to kind of juggle that. Yeah.
So, ma'am, before we end the conversation, is there any takeaway or message that you would want to give to our readers?
To the readers, I would just say all my books have one core message, which is like just don't ever give up on your dream. And I write from the viewpoint of like female characters all the time, and we have seen in our lives, women have to give up a lot while they are like kind of growing up. They get married, they have babies, and in all of that they push their own dreams to the back. And that's what I try to show through my stories, that your life is your own, and never ever kind of give up on what you want from that life, because you just have that one life. And this is the kind of inspiration that I try to give through my books.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for this delightful conversation. We actually learned a lot from you. And thank you, everyone, for being with us here today. Thank you.
Hi guys, Lalan Sweet is now available on Bookswagon, and I'd love it if you could support them and get your book from there. Thank you.